He's fucking, look at these. Alright, so this is on like a site like Alibaba or like DHgate. It's called Temu. I kept getting ads for it. So I clicked on, so I was on the one just like, I was looking for like bowls, bongs, like glass and stuff and like grinders. And there was like something that was like, looked like it was some type of fake weed. Like it wasn't supposed to be weed, but it looked like weed. It was like, I don't even know if it was meant to smoke. But then when I clicked on that profile, like they had like other random chemicals, so I looked at the reviews. So James L. on August 16th, 2020. I ordered this simple product only to realize it's not going to ship. To never this fucking sits outright fucking scam. Yeah, first I paid for the pills, but I had to pay extra for the fucking, and then I didn't click read the full review in the screenshot. He posted his invoice. He was buying sodium cyanide pills.
What the fuck?
You know what cyanide is? Like, yeah. It kills people. Like, dude, and then he just leaves a comment posting a screenshot of how he was trying to buy it and how he got ripped off.
It's gotta be a troll.
Dude, and then this other one, wait, this one's good too. So then, meth pipes, I was like, there was some reviews, I was like, let's see what they got reviews. This dude
was fucking you. That was you who did that? Damn you.
Dude, he put a fucking picture, he goes, nice color and thick, great value.
Oh my
dude, I posted this on Snapchat to show people.
The one thing I like for my fucking crack or / meth pipes is value.
In color, yeah. $1.48 for 4 inches. But, dude, I posted this and some dude messages me. He's like, oh, what the fuck? He's like, we got fucking crackheads on here now. He's like, why? He's like, remove me from Snapchat. I was like, dude, I was like, you added me. I was like, first of all. I was like, second of all, I was like, there's literally a thing on the bottom showing it's a review. Like,
oh my god, dude, he just thought that was you. I like the dude's fucking attitude, though.
Yeah.
I like the cut of his jib. The way, like, he just saw fucking a crackhead in his stories and he's just like, what are you doing here?
And
like, you get out of here now.
And you know, it really shows his morals and values because he doesn't even know that that's a meth pipe. He thinks it's a crack pipe, you know?
I mean, I wouldn't know the difference, but either way.
Yeah, it's got the little fucking ball on there. And, you know,
oh, and then the crack pipe is just long straight. And skinny?
Yeah, exactly. Never smoked fucking meth or crack, but, like, I just remember when we were younger, I remember someone that we went to school with. They didn't have it, but I remember, like, we went to, I think you might have been there, but we went somewhere with them.
Just incriminated you.
No, we didn't do anything wrong. We, like, went to, like, a head shop or something, and, like, you were there, dude. There was, like, they, like, really were trying to buy a meth pipe at fucking, like, a head shop or something, and their brother was like, no, we don't need to, like, let's go. And it's like, because of that, I was just, okay.
Just so I don't
those are high dollar fucking meth heads.
You know, I do, but that's the thing.
Instead of hitting up the Exxon, they're just like, oh, we're gonna go to Open Minded, talk to some fucking chick with pink dreads, who fucking smells bad, and we're gonna get some real quality.
They definitely have been to. I remember we went to that woods fire in the back of the McDonald's in Silverton. We were in high school.
Oh shit! Which one?
We were seeing things a little bit, or at least me and Chris were, and then my mom was like bugging out on me because he was trying to.
That was you remember
early
in the game for me. And
no, you.
I remember, but I wasn't on any fucking psychodiesels.
Oh yeah, well you were the house we were at prior to that. That was the kid and the brother, if you recall. No?
We're talking in codes here.
Yeah.
I know we're on the cast.
Tree business.
Okay.
Nice.
Alright, shout out.
Remember we were in the car the one time, and you were like, you said the last name, Trees Bitches, and then you like posted something. And he's just like, what the fuck? He's like, why are you disrespecting my dad's company and business? And I was like, dude, we were shouting it out. Like,
it's a simple fucking shout out.
Shouting it out. But yeah, that's why I know what it is. But welcome to the pod, episode 11.
Episode 11. What a fucking just coming straight in with an intro about fucking meth pipes versus crack pipes and fucking
know the difference.
Their availability online.
I mean, I think that's the best. If I hit record and then we just start fucking randomly talking about shit, it either works or don't. Like the last time with the Obama thing in the beginning, like I just deleted that because it was like There wasn't anything. Like it was just like it was just me and Christian. Like I'm like, is that Obama? He's like, Obama. He's like, that's definitely not Michael Jordan. And it's like a little funny, but without any context, it's like. I know.
I don't even remember what you're talking about, so it definitely wasn't funny.
The AI generated
AI
pictures.
generated.
Yeah,
that's just how it started because like we were looking at that, and then I just went and I clicked start on it.
Dude, I'm so fucking tired of hearing about AI and shit. Like, I get that it's gonna be important and it's the future, but oh my god, it's like it's just AI this, AI that, AI and fucking Matt Rife is all I fucking hear about.
Yo, Matt Rife is I don't want to hear it.
I don't know.
I know it's no shade. He's fucking funny, but I was more so a dig on fucking AI.
I have no idea who Matt Rife is, but I've seen the memes, and he literally looks like the CEO of OpenAI, like the dude that like
Did
found.
not think that was gonna tie him like that. Okay.
Let me show you. He looks literally just like him.
He's just Matt Rife's just a fucking comedian who like he started out on fucking Wildin' Out.
Right,
dude. What do you do? Matt Rife is fucking. Matt Rife is hot, dude.
Whenever I
he looks like a gopher.
Yeah, Matt Rife is a Caucasian sweet boy.
He looks like him.
Yeah, right there. He looks right. You picked literally the ugliest picture.
That I'm
look at that jawline, dude.
Wait, even this one looks.
He's got a jawline like Kylie Jenner.
God,
dude, so look at this dude's jawline.
Where?
Dude,
you're gonna put those both on the screen.
I will.
Because when it says, when you say, look at this one's jawline, I want it to be the whole screen, not in the corner, the whole screen, because that's crazy, dude. That guy, he's got a.
Looks the same. You don't see the similarity.
I see a fucking he's just a fucking skinny white guy. That's it.
Same shirt.
You don't see well, I see similarities in the face. Listen, that one's boy.
Dude has a fucking jawline like Dwight Schrute. Fucking Matt Rife has got a chiseled jawline, dude.
And the main reason you're hearing about AI a lot is because that dude made ChatGPT like the main one, and like just the like it's been around for a bit, but like the recent upgrades in it are why like it's all over the place because like it's extreme. Like now it can understand and like it could always understand language where you could talk to it and it'll give you like kind of like vague answers, like small, like you need to like know like machine learning and data science and whatever to look at it and like understand it, you know what I mean? Whereas now it's like it can talk, it understands English, it could talk to you, like not that it's like really understands it, but it can like exhibit language where like you can talk to it, give you it's literally what it goes off of, just to like make it sure, like you know how you have autocorrect on your phone.
Yeah.
Like you start typing, it's already got the next word sentence ready that it thinks you're gonna type. It's literally just like taking those words and that you're feeding it and like kind of just auto complete in something. It's like it starts the idea of like, okay, so you ask it whatever topic, it just it takes whatever data it has, but then it just starts writing. So it's like an auto complete where it just like fills it in. But that's why you'll get some bullshit when you do it, because like you ask it something it doesn't know, it's gonna auto complete it anyways. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that's like the big thing right now. Like the fact that you can, like this AI has been around for a while. It's not super like it's powerful, but like Siri, that's fucking AI. Like Google Home's AI. Like the auto type, even just talking into your phone and it knowing what you're saying to put words. Like if you ever use that, that's AI. You know what I mean? It's just now it's like a lot more advanced. Where like with those image things, dude, that wasn't the good one. The one that like OpenAI made. There's like Mid-Journey and I can't think of what the other one is, but those are the ones that are like super, super advanced, where like, they're making like, you could type shit in, get super photorealistic images. Like
now the real question is, how long do you think it's going to be until AI gets to the point where it can potentially reprogram itself and all that shit?
I don't know. I mean, like at the moment, like it can write code, but it's like it's not rewriting itself. Like so,
at this point, it's not. No.
So like the stuff that like when people are like, AI is dangerous and takes over the world, or like that's AGI or ASI, which is like artificial general intelligence, or artificial super intelligence, which like I'm not 100% sure the difference, but it's like pretty much it's like when it can start doing like it's smarter than a human, smarter than a human, like things that humans can't do that it can do. You know what I mean? Like whether that's like being able to I don't know. I couldn't even think of like an example of something that a human can't do because there isn't. Like what you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what it's like.
Because it can't teleport or nothing. It doesn't have a physical body. It's software.
That's what I don't get how like it gets to that point, and I mean maybe that's just how stupid I am, but I don't understand how it could ever get to the point where it takes over. It could take over the world, like without like so much human help. Like there has to be so much human help. How is it getting to the point where it could create? It can't create something to kill you. You know what I'm saying? Out of nothing, like humans would have to make that entire infrastructure. It would have to build a factory to fucking then build that super robot to then program it with the AI.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like how can it get to the point where it's I mean I guess humans are all doing all that, but but that's what I mean. So it's just like I don't ever. It just sounds like fucking movie mumbo jumbo to me. That I know, smarty pants. Let me finish.
Right.
It sounds like fucking movie mumbo jumbo to me. That like one day, something in that factory or something in one of those plants or something happens where. A switch is just flipped, and now the computers are fucking doing whatever they want. They're running the machines, and like they're fucking putting together the fucking T-100s. Like I don't get it.
Well, it's as simple as again, it comes down to the programming where that AI is programmed. And feel free to step in because you know more about it than I do. But from my basic understanding of the AI, it has a program and it has pretty much a path it has to go on. So if I have this AI right here, it's like okay, your task is to move that beef jerky from point A to point B over here. All right?
That's more than AI. That's like robotics too.
That's what I'm saying. Exactly. You have to build a whole exactly human.
Yeah,
that's
right.
That's what exactly. That's you guys just helped to make like or at least verbalize my point more. That's what I'm saying. It's just like how can the AI get to the point where it has that physical arm that it needs to move the fucking
someone would have to put it in
exactly.
But here's the thing. Like so, even when you think of AI, it's like. There's all these AIs that are coming out and stuff, but it's like for AI to be powerful, it's like it would be, one of them. It wouldn't be like, all this AI is doing. It's like, all right, there's this one AI that's reached a point. Like, there's all these AIs. Most of them run off of GPT, which is like what OpenAI made. Like, even Google's is used as that, but it's like they code it so it's a chatbot. We can talk to it. Like, even ChatGPT is just. It runs on GPT-4, but like there's code and stuff, so it's like easier to communicate. Where you can go into like the sandbox, or like you could do like an API request, which is like talking to it through program, and like it'll give you shorter answers. Like it's way different. Where like when you do ChatGPT, you're like having a conversation with, but like say one of them did go, whatever haywire, not like those because we're not at a point where it could do that, but like if it did, it would be like one specific. It wouldn't be like all of the AI, or because they're all different. They're all run on different computers. Like they're not really like it's not like they're working together. Like so they might use the same transformer, which is like how they train them. And
well, that's what I mean. Everybody thinks it's gonna be like fucking like Jarvis and fucking Ultron in fucking Avengers, where it's like. It happens in one place and then just through the fucking airwaves, like infects all the internet.
Yeah, I mean, it's more. Well, so that's the thing. It's like it becomes AGI or ASI when it's like super intelligent and can do stuff humans can't do. Like that would technically be something that humans couldn't do, but like there would be like a build up, like because the people who are building are always going to monitor when something happens. They want to report it. Like there's like to run, like to train. Like ChatGPT, like I think it's on like the 5th most expensive computer in the world. It's run on like it's in like there's probably some factory somewhere that just has crazy amount of fucking computers and servers in there that are running this. You know what I'm saying? Like that's because that's all it is like you're feeding it data and stuff. But it costs like I think it has like 170 like trillion parameters, or maybe it's a billion, which is just like pretty much the things that it's fed, I guess. And to train it, like I think it costs like $100 million just to fucking train that one AI. You know what I mean? Like it costs a lot of money. You need a computer, but because technology gets better, it's like, you know, eventually it's like, okay, now we don't need that big of a computer. Like, and eventually it'll be like, all right, now we can have something with this on our phone. I think the way it's going is it's going to be more so integrated into like personal life, where it's like not even that. It's once it's like at a point like that, then it's like, all right, now you have one on your phone. Like you kind of weigh it based on your lifestyle, and like not that people would use it, but it's just like, you know, the fact that you could talk to something and it can like it's an assistant. You know what I'm saying? Like like a personal assistant probably won't be something that like maybe for physical stuff, but like a personal assistant for someone that like, you know, paperwork, like setting schedules, making appointments, like they don't have to fucking do that. Like no one needs to do it anymore. Like if you had like, oh, your haircut this time, like there's AI you set it up, it'll fucking make a phone call, book your appointment, like add it to your calendar and your phone, and like, you know, that's one of the more basic things it could do, but that's like the main thing they're doing with that. It makes stuff easier. It's like now even with like if you I mean, you have to know a little bit of an understanding, but like you could pretty much talk to the AI and like build a program having absolutely no coding experience. You could build an app, like you just gotta word it right, and then like, you know, you gotta know the IDEs to like put the code in to like run it and whatnot. But
at this point it wouldn't be it's like that AI stealing like other people's shit.
Well, it's not that it's stealing other people's shit, it's just whatever the companies are feeding it. Where it's like, it's not that it's stealing stuff, it's just like, and it's like kind of similar to how humans look. It's like, all right, for a human to draw something, they're usually going to take inspiration from either something they see, but they're going to take inspiration from other people's works as well. So like with AI, it's like when you do an image, like, you know, and you have whatever you're going to do it, like some of it's going to be from like, it's other people's work that's like submitted or just like public knowledge, and it's just like combining it into one. So like you might see like, oh, this kind of like, people will see something like, oh, this kind of looks like my painting, like they're stealing my painting. It's like they ain't not stealing it. It's no different than like if I was an artist and like I see the painting, I'm like, oh, I like how they did that, then I go make my own version. It's like there's some stuff in it which is like, you know, people are like, oh, well, that's not like that's not the same thing, like it's not real art, like it's just stealing our images. But it's like, it's kind of similar to someone just getting inspiration from it themselves and going and doing it. Like it's just, all it is taking data and just like looking for patterns, combining stuff, like with the images at least. Like,
so going back to the main question, how long do you think it would take for AI to get to a potential point where it could start
reprogramming itself? Well, they say that like it's a wide like range of stuff, because it's like, you know, it took a while to get up to the point that it's at, but it's like, you know, in the last like 6 months, it's just like every fucking month or two, it's like, oh, now this, like it just keeps evolving. But they're still saying like for it to get to like that AGI or ASI, like you'll see ranges from like 30 to 50 years from people. Like it's like, yeah, like this is impressive, but it's still far along from like where it's like, not that it would be conscious, but like where it's, you know, it seems more so like it's conscious. Like at the moment, like an AI isn't just going to go react, like it's got to be told what to do. And then it's like, okay, I do this, I mean, and like that, again, all it's doing is just taking data and like kind of, you know, like putting it all together, looking for patterns, and then it like produces something, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's like, again, it's still like people like they literally train these models by you know, they're just feeding it mad data, you know, and then it just has it. And it's like, you know, since it's on a supercomputer, like they literally set these up. They're called neural networks. They're supposed to mimic how the fucking brain works. So it's like, imagine you just fucking know 170 billion different things, and then when someone asks you it, like, you don't need to go thinking real hard for it. Like it all pops into your head real quick, because you have it. Even with something basic, it's like, imagine if someone asked you something and like, you know, something that you kind of know in your head, and you just fucking pull it out real quick, no problem. It's like that's all it's doing. You know, it's like taking what it's fed and like, you know, analyzing it, combining it.
It's like how Google was like when we were kids and like Google first came out, and you were like, literally me and my sister would just fucking go on Google Images and type in fucking like dumb shit, funny shit, whatever, like to just make it pop up on the images. And as a kid, I just always thought of it as like we're going on Google and like Google's the website where these images are coming from. But it's like then when you're an adult, it's just like like no, Google's a search engine based on the words you put in. It's searching, it's scouring the entire internet and just yanking everything and putting it in front of you. And like that's essentially AI's doing that on like a bigger scale, and then obviously using it like to do other shit. Like
I mean there's people that generally think that like AI's gonna what do they call it? Like like an equalizer, where it's like now it's because like what we were in, I think what we were in is the information age. Now we're entering the knowledge age, where it's like usually like in the past it's like all the information's on there. Way more stuff like when our parents were going to school, like they did not have access to fucking majority of the information that we have. Like we can literally go on there, pull up books about crazy shit. Like you can find stuff that's like banned in other countries. Like there's just so much stuff that you can go on the internet, but you gotta, you're doing the research yourself. They're saying now that once it enters the knowledge age, it's gonna be like, all right, now people just can easily. They don't need to go looking and try and do their own. Now it's like I can ask and I'll just get it. Which is like, is that going to dumb people down? Probably. Like, dude, we got smartphones, what, senior year? Like maybe junior year they came around? Maybe. Like I think like I knew in sophomore year like one or two people that had an iPhone. Yeah. But like I didn't get a smartphone until like the summer after junior year. So like going into my senior year. So, regardless, our whole time in school, we didn't have smartphones. Like, we couldn't just go on the internet on our phones in school. Like, we had computers. Like, that was a newer thing for, like, our generation. Like, because when we were first going to school...
Yeah, even from just having computers to look shit up, it's like... I was just thinking about this the other day, because I was watching, like, some show where they brought up encyclopedias. Yeah. And, like, that's crazy to me, just the thought of an encyclopedia, and, like... how people used to just have like a room full of like a wall of books that are just encyclopedias, and now it's like all of that is just like that's a computer in your corner now, and not only it's like, and you can fucking like watch fucking porn on it and order fucking food and play fucking like Tekken with a fucking guy across the world. Like it's insane.
Yeah, well, so the internet's just like it's literally just a network where like it's like like there's infrastructure all over the world for the internet to work. Like it's like there's wires that go through the fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like it used to be like at first the internet was literally just
for the network. Military, yeah.
Well, it was probably the military too, but it was like mainly it was made by fucking MIT. It was just a network that connected all of the colleges so they could like send information back and forth without having to like mail shit, like put it on a hard drive, mail it out, and then like that had like colleges all over the fucking country, and then like someone was like, oh, we got to make this fucking international, put it all over the place, you know what I mean? Like
and we've got to put tits on it.
Yeah,
it's like more tits, more pussies, and fucking huge cocks. We got to put cocks on it that are gonna make the fucking men of the world feel fucking terrible about themselves.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
We're gonna give them fucking body dysmorphia, but only in their cocks. Sorry, go on.
But like I don't know if there was like satellites that were also doing that. All I know is like there's like networks of wires throughout America which connects the internet. Like I'm sure eventually there's satellites, or maybe that runs to a tower that goes to a satellite or something. But like you need to have a wire to run up to the internet. You know what I mean? Like there's some type of like network, like how cable and stuff like that is.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's just like you can't get Wi-Fi without. Like a router without having a device that's fucking connected to something. Right. So there's no wireless without a wire being somewhere.
Right, exactly. So, I don't even remember where I was going with that.
Yeah, I know.
I forgot how I got onto it.
It always baffles me how much information
you were talking about the porn.
You retain. Oh my god.
Well, he's like actively in school. Like I can't even, like I've been out of school for 11 years.
Oh, I
couldn't process having to like actually be back at school, which I shouldn't say because I plan on fucking taking courses to fucking like get a state job in a couple of years, like, so I shouldn't have that attitude, but I feel like
Dude,
I would fucking flail in a school environment.
The thing is that like, if you're going because you want to, it's just way different. Like when I was going to college, like I got good grades in high school, but that was because for growing up, it was like, oh, I gotta do this, gotta do that. I was like, oh, it's like, oh, this isn't like, the grades here aren't super important. Like, not that they're not important, but they're not. My grades there weren't gonna affect my fucking life afterwards, regardless.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When I went to college, it was just like, I didn't want to go there. I just got out of fucking high school. It's like, what do you want to do? You know, so it's like, oh, go to college. Like, it's that or go work.
It's like I want to fucking smoke dope and fucking sling dope.
Yeah, so it was
it's
like,
what do you want to do, mister?
So I did. So you know, I did school work. Like while I was going to school, it was just like in high school, I got good grades, but that was like extremely easy. In college, it was just like you know, there's no really accountability for you if you're not doing something. Like you don't got to show up if you don't want. Like I was passing, but I wasn't failing anything.
Yeah, I didn't go to college, so correct me if I'm wrong, but it seems like the gap, like of like work and like knowledge and expectations are so big from like high school to college. Like it's just way too big of a gap. Like I feel like if the goal it really is to get to college, like high school needs to better prepare you for it.
Yeah, it's just yeah, exactly. College is definitely.
But I mean, I guess kids don't take it seriously. I don't know.
Well, it's like it's a lot.
Didn't. So.
It's a lot of information, and it goes deeper in. But like you know, the professors usually give like relatively easy work, like where it's like you know a lot of it. Like when I first went, now it's a little different because I'm doing like coding and stuff. When I first went, it was like you take like it's like oh you gotta take all these classes, and it's literally just like all these classes are literally just fucking the whole thing is taking assignments or writing papers on shit. Like that's all it was. Like, oh, write paper on this, write paper on like all you're doing is writing papers. Like when like psychology classes, like you're taking sociology classes, like all it is like, you know, read the book, like you get the concepts, but it's pretty much like, oh, write a paper on this, write a paper on that, and then you get a midterm, you get a test. But what I was going with before this with the cell phones and the internet, and perfect because this is literally about school. We didn't have cell phones, dude. So we couldn't just we had to, you know, you want to go online, you gotta go to the computer, look shit up. Like unless you want to pay fucking $30 a fucking minute to go online on your flip phone, which sucked. You know what I'm saying?
God.
I used to do a couple times at school, go on Facebook. My mom never said anything, but you know, I would do it sometimes. So me, you know, I'm a little bit older. I was definitely fucking around and doing drugs for a little bit. I'm back in school right now. It's like, dude, the students that I'm going to school with, and maybe it's just a college, are just slow. Like, not slow, dude. They're stupid. Like, not all of them, but a lot of them. It's like, dude, I'm taking...
They're stunted, dude. They're iPad kids.
It's like, you know... we take tests in these classes, and it's like this is like one of my midterms I had last semester because I don't know the whole thing with the finals, but midterm for the semester. Gives the grades, dude, or she writes the grades on board. She's like, one person got like a 106, one person got like a. It was like two or three people got over 100. Like one person got a 96, two people got 80. So there's a big gap right there, 96 to 80. And then they're like, she was like, you know, 3 people in the 70s. It's like 2 people in the 60s, 16 people in the 50s,
oh, Jesus, man.
3 people in the 40s, and it's like, dude, I was the dude who got the 96 and I didn't do the extra credit. If I did the extra credit, I would have been fucking the highest grade in the class. Now, so, you know, that's more than half the class literally had 50, was in the 50s. Technically, more than half the class failed. But then they curve it. They curve it insanely, dude. The averages, dude, since I've been at Keene, because like a lot of professors will tell you, in any of my computer classes, just because I take like 2 bullshit classes, I don't know about that, but like in my computer classes, like the main classes, it's like I don't think there's been a final or midterm where the teacher said like the scores, and the average was over 60.
It's crazy to just announce the fucking scores too, like a fucking like winning lotto numbers is crazy.
Well, they don't say
It's
who
just
got
like,
it, but
it's just like, all right, so we've got oh wow, look at that, 17 fucking idiots, 17 idiots in here. It's like, yeah, I'm looking at you,
dude.
I'm fucking looking at you,
dude. So then I took one of my other classes. This is for the final. So I check it. I got like an 82. They usually make group chats for like every class. Like someone will make it, everyone joins, and like you talk. So they're all just like saying about how they could see like the final scores and stuff, and they're like, yeah, like the high score is an 82, and like I'm just like, oh, how the fuck you know that? I was like, I got an 80.
dude, so Brendan's just like,
dude, they're all just like, oh, like I got like a 50, I got like a 40, I got like a 20, I got the 30.
20, Jesus.
Yeah, it was that of 100. It's like, dude, I feel like just the fact the high score was in, and the thing was what makes it even better was that my 82 would have been higher. There was an assignment that you had to like draw out, and I drew it out, and I guess I forgot to email him it, or he didn't get it. It like just ended up not sending. So like that was like 10 points right there because that didn't go through. So it's like I would have had a 92, and it's like my 82 was still the highest grade. So if I did that, it would have been, you know what I mean? And
these days flexing over here.
Dude, I blame it. Well, I blame it on the computers, but also, as I was saying, like, or the smartphones. Since I've gone back to school, it's like it was my choice. Like I'm more, like,
you're more driven.
Yeah, like exactly. Like I'm literally at the moment, like I'm doing a research class. It's not really a class. It's just research with my professor, but it's on my own, and it's like I spend like a decent amount of time throughout the week doing it, even though it's like it's only it's one credit, it's pass or fail, there's no grade. Like she'll give like random assignments, but like I put a lot of effort into it. Like when I'm in classes, like I study for stuff, like when I'm at home, like I study for stuff, like I do my homework as soon as I get assigned it or start working on it. And it's like it's way different than back when I first went, because when I first went, it was like, alright, let's do Thursday at fucking 11:59 at night. I'll fucking start Thursday whenever I get home. Like, you know what I mean? It's like I used to just be now it's like, but regardless, even with me being more motivated, it's like it's just the fact that, dude, if I was getting those grades that these people are, I'd be dropping out. Like, this ain't for me.
Yeah.
If I was getting, but that's the thing, they curve it so much, so it's like, that's the other thing, like, dude,
and that's why you fucking end up with idiots in the workplace later down the line. It's fucking crazy.
Dude, but that's the thing, like how you're saying, school nowadays, it's a lot of knowledge. It's like, that's also the thing. It's like, dude, they give you a book, like, you get a 600-page book, and you have like 4 or 5, like 5 classes full time. Like if you wanted to graduate from, like, if you started with an associate's degree, like you gotta do 5 classes each semester for full time, and like to have enough credits most likely. And that, like, they give you, each class comes with a fucking giant page books, and it's like each class is fucking like sometimes up to 20-30 chapters that, like, they don't do the whole book, but like, you know, you'll do units and they'll be like, all right, 3 chapters for this, 3 for that. It's like they're not expecting you to know everything. It's like if you know what I mean. But it's like but that's the thing, it's like the curving's still ridiculous. Like, give them more. Like, I got good grades because it was like the professors would say, like, oh, this will be on your test, this will be on your test, study this before you fucking go. And it's like they kind of tell you, they don't tell you up front, and it's literally because they tell you. I'm just like, oh, okay, he says this, like, this is what I'm going to study. But that's the thing, if I had a midterm and it wasn't on any of the stuff that, like, they said it was, oh, I'd be fucked.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Because it's like, oh,
young kids, but they're not paying attention when the teacher talks. They're too busy chasing skirt.
Yeah, and then, dude, in that class with the 82, there was this kid who would always make like study guides for the finals. And dude, the first time he did it, I looked at it, and dude, all of the answers were wrong on it. I was like, what the fuck?
It's like, oh my god, the kid's a fucking idiot.
Dude, so like he just acted like people just thought he was smart. Like I'm sure he is smart. Like he, you know, kind of goes out of his way to like be more active and like.
Yeah, like I'm sure he can make the breadsticks
but
at Olive Garden, but he's still not cut out for whatever you guys are doing.
Dude, exactly. Well, that's the thing. He'll get like, oh, I got good grades. Like he just puts on a front like he's a smart dude.
Yeah,
but then it's
my
like
82 curved your fucking 32 up to a 70.
Yeah, he was just, dude. He was like, he got like, because he's always saying his grades and like he'll say his grades and it's like. Dude, I remember even in the one class he was saying, like, talking about, like, how he got, like, a B or a B plus trying to flex, and then it's like, little does he know, the dude who's not saying shit, like, every quiz I took in that class, like, the professor fucking went, he would literally hold it.
Brennan just fucking in the cut, just staying low with his 82, dude.
No, not even that test, dude. With like, the other stuff, he would, he would hand out the papers and then like I wouldn't get one. He'd be like, oh, whoever else, like I can't read your name, and then like I would go up and he'd be like, good job, you're the only one that got them all right. He was like an Asian dude, and he did that for fucking 3 of the quizzes we took in person. He was like, oh, he's like, yeah, he's like, you got them all right, no one else did. But it's like I'm not over there flexing. Yeah, you know what I mean? You're
just the main character.
Yeah, I don't.
You're surrounded by NPCs. Dude.
Yeah, I don't care enough. But again, the reason I think they're like that, it's the cell phones. You literally have like.
Yeah, they're iPad kids. Like
the knowledge.
We were lucky enough to have half our lives without it. Like.
Yeah, imagine how much of a difference like cheating with like a fucking touchscreen phone is, and like not that I cheated on any test, but like that's such a game changer. Then when you're in high school, and it's like, you know, putting a piece of paper underneath your desk with the answers, and then like just keep dropping your pencil to look at it, or like taping something here, like pulling your. Like, now with the phone, it's a game changer. And that's the thing. They'll be taking tests soon. Like, in this one class, professor walks out. They're literally, as soon as he walks out, like, they're all just talking about how they're cheating. And I'm just like damn. Like, I've done some...
You're just like, kids, you're only cheating yourselves. Like, you guys are only cheating yourselves. It's like, I'm about to hit a 94 on here, and it's going to be all natty, and you guys can go fuck yourselves.
Exactly.
It's like, anybody that looks at my paper is catching a fucking elbow.
Yeah, it's the cell phones. That's what it is. It's like, you can just go on there and get stuff way easier. Like, it's more accessible to where, like, in high school, it's like, all right, like, oh, I want to write a research. I have to write a research paper that's due. Oh, fuck, I gotta go home, be on the computer. And now it's like, oh, I want to write a research paper. It's like, all right, Word. I got Microsoft Word on my phone. Like, I have to submit. Like, now most of this high school is like you submit stuff online. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not doing. So it's like, oh, weird. So I could do it on my phone on the way there. I could submit it. Like, now I could just ask ChatGPT to write it. It gives me it, and then I just be like rewrite this so it doesn't sound like a fucking AI wrote it. Rewrite it for you. They don't even need to put any effort in.
That's it. So fucking.
That's the way she goes.
But in conclusion,
AI
fucking. There's nothing wrong with 5 inches rock hard. You are enough out there, Kings. Stay up. Don't let anybody tell you any otherwise.
Yeah, 5 inches ain't bad.
But yeah. So B Stains is a fucking scholar. What goes on with you, Stallion?
What goes on with me? Nothing whatsoever. I'm trying to stay not so political this time, so.
So it's like, so you're basically gonna be quiet.
Well, no, I did want to say something about So I watched the new Flash movie.
Oh, that's awful. Why would you watch that?
Father's Day. Father-in-law wanted to go see it.
Yeah, does your father-in-law know that the star is like a fucking like non-binary fucking rapist cult leader?
I don't know much about the cult leader, but I just know in the past 3 years he had like 2 assault charges and fucking allegedly grooming these Native American.
Yeah, in a cult.
In a cult, the
fuck?
Yeah.
Ezra Miller, that's his name.
Yeah, I never heard of him.
Only other thing I've seen him in was like the Harry Potter spin-offs, like Fantastic Beasts.
Mm-hmm.
Who is it?
Like once you read like before I didn't watch any of the other fucking Flash movies or anything like that, but like, oh shit. But like reading all that shit about him and then like watching that movie, like I can kind of see it in his face that he's he's just not a right.
It's like I don't like the cut of his jib.
I don't know. There's something about him. He just seems off, very off. Granted, he's playing a role in the movie. I get it, but it's just like I don't know.
He's the Flash.
He's the Flash, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't hear good things about it.
I mean, don't get me wrong. The movie itself was entertaining, but I'm not a DC or Marvel guy. So
he was the main character.
Yeah.
Dude, they should do a superhero Static Shock remake. That'd be sick. Oh. Like live action, I mean.
Yeah.
Static Shock? Who'd play Static?
I don't know, Wiz Khalifa.
They'd probably give it to like Michael B. Jordan.
I would give it to Michael.
Yeah. I don't know what he really. I haven't seen it in a minute.
What?
I just know he had like a. Oh, you still watch Superhero Static Shock?
No,
it's like I haven't seen it in a minute.
I have the fucking. I have
it's like it's on Tuesdays.
WB Kids.
So yeah, do you guys enjoy the fucking pork jerky Korean barb?
It's fucking phenomenal.
Yeah, I didn't know we officially called it. Oh, what the hell? Michael B. Jordan producing Static Shock movie.
Get the fuck out of here, AI.
Oh, April 17th, 2020.
Don't think it happened.
But he posted it.
So that was a lie.
It was literally him just posting like a picture like this. And EW.com's like, oh, he's creating a movie.
I mean, I guess, like,
yeah,
if that was the starting process, like, it could take, like, 5-6 years to make a movie like that.
Yeah.
Does Michael B. Jordan?
Yep.
Yeah.
I could see it. I think Wiz Khalifa would make a good one, though.
Static Shock was in high school.
Wait. Oh, this is Static Shock movie enlist safety writer Randy McKinnon. Is this really coming, or did I just?
Yeah, we just spoke it into existence.
I just put that into the universe, even though it's been.
What do you mean? I just casted the role and fucking.
It came
that literally, if we looked this up before we had a conversation, none of that stuff would have popped up. I love the stimulation.
Yeah, it's the butterfly effect. We just put that all into the universe and on the internet.
Yeah, I'm not finding anything that says we're getting it. Oh, 1 month ago, 5 actors we want to see play Static Shock.
Oh man. Well, yeah, no, I fucking.
Yeah, Michael B. Jordan.
Nothing really.
You guys must have heard that they're making one before. Just pull Michael B. Jordan out.
I mean, like, yeah, I'm sure. Like, I'm constantly scrolling Twitter. It's probably something I've seen before.
Yeah. No, I've never seen anything like that, but that would be a fucking sick, sick movie that they remade.
I definitely watched a couple episodes of Static Shock, but like nothing that it wasn't one of my favorites.
You had like a
there's a lot. There's so many fucking. I was not like a superhero kid. There's so many fucking.
No, I wasn't really
like
either.
Blue Beetle is about to come out with like the Spanish kid from Cobra Kai. Like,
yeah, I don't know
idea what the fuck a Blue Beetle is.
Blue Beetle. About Blue Beetle.
Beetleborgs? Different.
George Lopez is in it.
Oh.
Blue Beetle.
But yeah, no, I fucking.
George Lopez.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I've definitely never seen this.
Never seen a Blue Beetle.
Nah, I thought it was gonna be Beetleborgs. You know what those are?
Beetle who?
Beetleborgs.
Never heard of it.
George Lopez was one of the first like sitcoms like I would sit and watch because like sitcoms are kind of like adult shows. Yeah. But, like George Lopez was the first
George
one.
Lopez was on Nick at Night. It's for the kids.
Nick at Night was for fucking adults.
No, the big kids.
No, it wasn't, dude.
I mean, I remember sitting down at the dinner table with Grandma and Grandpa watching George Lopez, and I remember some of the funniest fucking lines from that show.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's just like it was one of the first ones where I would sit down and watch. I would sit down and watch them exactly like it was like the little Mexican shit he would say.
Sasuke.
Oh god, I missed that. I missed that shit.
It's probably still on Nick at Night. It was definitely on at like 2018 because you ever seen the meme where it's like, oh, you wake up at night and it's just like that's on. It was like there's like I woke up downstairs and then I went upstairs and like George Lopez was just on. It's like, dude, and then I fell asleep for like a little bit and I woke up and there was like this is probably the last time that I've really like sat and watched TV for a minute. It was like 3 movies came on, like indie movies that like probably never came out in theaters before, but they were excellent. I literally
You were saying the last time you sat and watched anything, you just watched like 3 movies in a row?
Well, I'll watch like TV for like 30, 45 minutes with Alyssa sometimes, but like I haven't really watched TV And I barely watch TV, honestly.
Yeah.
I rarely watch TV. Like, I watched TV the other day. I came home, I was just, like, sitting with Alyssa, and I put on, it was like, I didn't want to fucking start watching a show that I'm not, because, like, it takes me forever to finish the show. If I start watching it with Alyssa, like,
yeah, because your schedules don't line up to watch TV together.
Well, it's like it does when I get home, but it's like usually when I get home, like I'll have to end up running out, or like I have to do homework for the next.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's your schedule's not lining up.
Yeah, well, sometimes it is, but it was like I came home, I was just like beat because I hadn't fucking like chilled and like lie down for a minute. So it was actually Saturday, and the first thing on was like Black Mirror. I was like, perfect. I don't need to fucking watch any prior episodes. Each one's different.
Anthology, yeah.
Yeah, so I started, but like I watched the fucking first episode of it. That was good. And then I started watching the second one, and then like I was about to go to bed, and then it was like 10-15 minutes on it. So I fucking finished it. They're alright. They're pretty good. Not bad. A little different than like how I remember the other Black Mirror episodes. Like it was just a little bit, like the plot twists were just like a little bit different than how they usually were. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like it was one of those shows that was definitely better in the beginning, and then like the later seasons just have like one or two bangers here or there.
Yeah, no, and that's the thing. I've never even seen all of them, but like any episode I've seen has always been like good. Like the kind of,
you saw the one with the dude, like the kid who like gets filmed jacking off in the beginning.
Yeah, I seen
like
that.
I feel like that's the main one that everybody talks about.
Or the one,
have you seen that?
No.
Did
you don't watch Black Mirror?
Nope.
You should watch it.
It's
dude.
like
it's
the
good. I don't even
like.
I wanted to just run through this whole episode, but now that you didn't see it, it's like it's because the twists and shit are so good that it's like I don't even want.
Yeah.
Black Mirror is basically like
it's
a show.
Pretty much.
Every episode is a completely different story, completely different characters. It's an anthology, but it's literally meant to. And the creators say that it's not meant to be like a technology's bad show. But that's what, like...
Yeah, kind
of. But they say it's not meant to be a technology's bad show. It's more to, like, show, like, what humans, I guess, are, like, capable of, whatever.
Yeah.
But it's, like, it's kind of like what we've been talking about with, like, AI and shit. It's just... All the societies are, like, advanced in the episode, so it's, like, shit happens. Like,
You see the one with the, like, social credit, like, it based on your Instagram followers or whatever?
No,
that was in, like, the first season. Just, like, however many followers you had, like... just like influence your whole life. It's like you wanted a house, you gotta have this much followers. You wanted this car, and it's like just about this chick, just like her downfall because like she's like maybe her husband divorced her or something. It was just like the whole world was just like very like fucking. It had like a fake vibe to it. Like it was like she like lost like her score from something, and it was like her boyfriend was just like, oh, like you don't have enough social score to date me anymore or some shit, and like she just and then it was like her just downfall to fucking like losing all her social score. It was
like they're all crazy. Like there was one where
it's like I would like to tell a plot twist, but I don't want to ruin anything.
Like I'll tell one episode that's like it's like an episode that a lot of people know, but I feel like it's not one of the more crazier ones. Like so it's. But it was basically like this guy. All the earlier ones, I think all of them in general, are like it's a UK show.
Okay.
So it's like somebody who's in like Parliament or whatever, like involved in government in over there, or like just somebody famous. He's it's like an important guy. They kidnap. Like a chick, like an important chick, I don't remember, she's part of Parliament, a princess something, basically like chick gets kidnapped, and it's like, then they tell this important guy, it's like, alright, she won't be harmed if you fucking, like, do a live video feed of yourself fucking a pig on screen, like, to symbolize that, your government is fucking whatever, but it's like, by the end of the movie, or by the end of the episode, like, it goes to where they they literally hired, like, a porn star that was willing to fuck a pig, and they were going to try to CGI the face, and then it's just, like, the person who was blackmailing them figured it out, and sent them, like, a finger or whatever, and it's just like, nah, dude, like, you better do this. So the guy, go on live TV, is fucking this pig, and the whole premise in the end, the whole point ends up being like they released the fucking chick like 30 minutes before the thing went live.
Yeah.
And it was the whole point was to show that everybody was looking at their screens. So this chick was disoriented walking through the streets.
And
nobody noticed because everybody wanted to see this guy fuck the pig. So they could have stopped. She was walking around for an hour before he fucked the pig. It could have been stopped. But it didn't because everybody wanted to see it so bad.
Yeah.
No, see, I definitely cannot watch it like that.
No, it's too much. Dude, it's...
And that one is like
trippy.
the least. That one's like the least technological one. All the other ones have to do more with technology.
Yeah, it's just very, very trippy. Like the one with all the ads. You remember that one?
No, you had to pedal a bike. It was the dude from Get Out.
Yeah.
Like he had to. He was the main character in this one. So it's like he basically just like lives in like a little pod, like kind of how they live in like Japan.
Yeah.
Like fucking, and he just wakes up. You wake up every day and you go like pedal a bike and watch ads, and you get points, and the points are money.
Oh.
And it's like fucking.
He was like real rich, right? That dude was real rich, and then like he like loans it to someone.
Yeah. That one I don't remember like how crazy it gets in the end.
It was like. There was something with like how you could use a point to skip the ads or something, and then like his whole room was he owed money or something, I think, and then the whole screen was ads, and he just like couldn't. He was
rich, he could just skip all the ads. Like he was rich for like a point, and then like he could skip ads, and then it's like he ends up like donating all his money to this fucking chick or something, and then there was like a twist in the end. That I don't remember the twist in that one. It's just all of them are shit like that, where it's just like shows how we're like slaves to technology or this and that. Yeah. Like there was one episode where a dude it was like a young couple. The wife gets hit by a car, and they had like a son who was a toddler. She gets hit by a car, and she was like going to be a vegetable forever. And a doctor like tells the guy like,
I remember you talking about this episode.
You're never going to hear her talk again, but you'll never hear her or whatever. Or we could put her in your head, and they basically like put this chick in his head, and it's like that. It goes from there where it's like crazy.
Yeah, the new ones, at least the one I saw, the first one was like about AI. Pretty much, it was like. The whole thing was like, and I think what they said was they had ChatGPT write all these episodes too for this one, but the first episode's like, the dude, there's pretty much like this show comes out about this girl's fucking life, and then she's like, it's on Netflix, and like, it's literally her whole day that day before, and she's like, what the fuck, like, and it ends up like her boyfriend's there, and like she went and like cheated on her boyfriend or whatever, and she goes to a lawyer, and they're like, yeah, like you can't do anything, like it's AI generated, like Selma Hayek is in it, and she's playing her in the fucking world, and she's just like you signed the terms and agreement. It's like, yeah, right here. It's like, well, what about this? It's like, no, yeah, right here. It's like, yeah, no, you gave it, and then she's like, oh, well, why is Selma Hayek doing this? They're like, oh, well, it's AI. She just gave her face to them to use to make anything, and it was like they were pretty much like trying to. Not that this was like the really a spoiler, but the whole thing was that like they were making they were gonna do it with everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it was called like Jane is Awful, so it'd be whatever person's name is awful, and it would just like show like, not the stuff she was doing was like kind of fucked up, but then when it showed like she's watching it, it like makes it look way more fucked up and dramatic than it actually was. You know what I mean? Yeah, that one was. But the second one was like just about a dude who was like filming something that happened in his hometown. But yeah, the twist was fucking crazy. That one's really good, actually.
Yeah.
Second episode. It's number one on Netflix. That's the only reason I even clicked on it.
Yeah, the new season's coming out.
It's out.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. On Saturday, on Saturday I watched
I know, like, Aaron Paul was in an
episode,
I think.
Aaron Paul, yeah. Selma Hayek's in it, and then I forgot who the other girl is in the first one. And then in the second one, like, the main kid looked real familiar.
Oh, wait, so you're telling me you just spoiled an episode from the new season for me?
No, I didn't spoil it. You'll find out about that within the first 5 minutes of it. Yeah. No, it literally starts with, it just shows her fucking day. I mean, yeah, I told you that's about AI, but, like, it just literally, like, shows her day for, like, 3 minutes or something. And then, like, she gets home. And then it's just showing the episode of the previous day, you know what I mean?
Nah, that's too trippy for me.
Yeah. No, the ending on it's the ending on that one's real fucking trippy. I recommend it. The first 2 episodes I recommend. The third one, they kind of, I feel like they start a little bit slow because like she was, it's like she's doing like she was like a boring girl at first who's doing her thing for a little bit, but then it's like once she gets home after her things at work, like then it kind of starts picking up.
Yeah. Yeah, the one episode, like, I feel like to get people into it, the one episode I was talking about where they put the girlfriend into the dude's head, it's a good episode to get people into it because they have.
I don't know if I saw that one.
Because it's like 3 or 4 mini episodes in one. Because it's like the chick from Black Panther, the sister, she goes to like a museum. And it's like a technology museum, and that's what it is. Like the doctor who went to that guy and said, we'll put your girlfriend in your head, like... It was basically a museum of all his different experiments because he's not allowed to do his science anymore, because of fucked up shit like, that he was doing basically. So it's like he takes her around the museum, so each little exhibit that he explains is like a little fucking 10-15 minute episode in itself.
Yeah.
And then
I'm pretty sure I saw
and then there's like a fucking, just another twist in the end, like that has nothing to do with even anything he was talking about.
It's definitely a good show. I haven't seen all of the episodes, but
there's some episodes are snoozers, but I mean, the good ones are good. And I've straight up like skipped ones just like if the description didn't sound good. Like I for sure haven't watched all of them.
Yeah.
But like I've seen, the
it's good.
ones.
Yeah, the fucking.
It's something I never would have watched on my own, but it was just on when I had no choice but to like sit on somebody's couch and watch TV, and it's like I got sucked into it.
Yeah, no, it's
because it was that episode I was just talking about.
Yeah, it's definitely it's a good show for sure. I haven't seen all of them, but like they're trippy. Like the endings are always like real fucking crazy, like how it ends.
Yeah.
All right. I mean, something I could dabble in. I guess something me and Sam can watch. Because the only time I really watch TV is pretty much when I'm eating dinner with Sam, and besides that...
Yeah, I rarely watch TV.
Yeah, I feel like a fucking...
That's a good...
Like, it's just so key to have a fucking show to watch with your girl at the end of the night. Like, I feel like when me and Rachel don't have one, like, we're just staring at our phones. Like, it feels so fucking pointless so much. Like,
I'll usually just, like... That's the thing, I'll talk... Like, when she gets home, I'll talk to her, like, we'll fucking... usually bring the dog to the dog park or whatever.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I don't mean like we don't talk or anything. Right. I just mean it's just like obviously when we first get home we're talking about how our day was, this and that. We also talk on the phone a lot during the day. So then it's like by the end of the night from like I feel like fucking 9 o'clock to like 11 when we go to bed. It's just like if we don't have a show to watch, like we're just staring at our phones like with something in the background that we've seen 100 times. So,
I'm usually like doing homework, but like on Saturdays, just like I was beat. I hadn't fucking like when I got off work, like I just went and took a fucking nap. Like I hadn't taken a nap in a while. I needed that, and then like once I woke up, I was like, I don't even want to do anything today. Fucking. It was like I had to go to bed in like a few hours anyways because I had to be up at 5 the next morning. Yeah. But that's why I put it on, dude, because you don't need to follow it at all. Like I think this new episode might be some storyline because there's like there's just like a company that was mentioned twice in it too. So it's like I don't know if they're going somewhere with that, but it was like.
No, they probably just have like I'm sure it's just some like technological company that they're just hitting.
Because it was like in the first one it was like the AI company, and then in the second one it was like the dude like was talking about how he wants to try and get the video that he's gonna do on there. So I was like, oh, maybe they're going somewhere with this. Like maybe that's the
I feel like anthologies will do that, little things like that, just to like let you know, like oh, this is happening in the same universe. Yeah.
Yeah, good show. You don't need to. Dude. You don't need to cause dude, I barely watch TV. So it's like if I when I look at Netflix, it's like
it's so daunting to try to get into something because
I'm not gonna watch it. Anytime I've watched a couple shows with Alyssa. Like I saw The 100 I watched with her, but that took me so long. That's 7th season. It took me so long to watch.
Oh, fucking Sam raves about that. The 100.
Yeah, no, it's a great show.
I can't dive into it though.
No, it's a really good show. That was that's probably the like the last show that I probably watched was like Sons of Anarchy, like around the time, like right after you were watching it, like 2013, 2014 or something. You know what I mean?
Probably like 2015, 2016.
A little bit before 2016, because I remember.
Yeah, it's like
I was watching it with fucking my ex-girlfriend, and like you put her on to it.
It was like 2014, 2015 for sure. Yeah. Like when I still lived in your place.
Yeah, exactly. So like, and not that I saw all of them, but like, I watched almost all of them. Like I might miss one here and there. So like, the next show that I watched was like the 100, like whenever that was, and then since that I watched like Ozark, Stranger Things.
Yeah, like I love that's a good like, show. Stranger Things is good. You was good. You was good, but I couldn't. I can't get into this new season. Like me, it's just it's a wrap.
I watched it with
the first two seasons. Really. It was two.
It's slow.
Yeah, so this is the third. Yeah. The third season is the newest one, and it's
the fourth.
Yeah. Okay, so the three were good, and 4 came out like in early this year, and it was like it's I don't know. I couldn't follow it. It was fucking garbo. But I love getting into a good show. But my thing is, it takes a lot, like, for me to get into a show. Like, I don't have faith in shows, I don't have faith that I'm gonna be into a lot of shows.
Yeah.
So I fucking don't give them a chance until forever. Like, people have to nag me, or like... Yeah. I also like that, though. I like starting a show when it's finished, so I know I'm not going to have to wait for anything.
Yeah,
like, I didn't watch Game of Thrones until after it was all done, and that was good, because it ended up being, like, fucking crack to me. Like, I couldn't imagine having to wait years for seasons.
Yeah.
But now, like, same thing, like, because I love it so much, now House of the Dragon's out, fucking the first season of that was almost as good, if not better, than the first season of Game of Thrones. Like, and I was so hooked on that, I immediately went and I read the whole book. Like, it's, I'm still gonna watch the rest of the seasons, but there's no point. Like, I couldn't wait. Like, I know everything that's gonna happen.
Yeah.
But yeah, now fucking Game of Thrones, Sons of Anarchy, Stranger Things, Breaking Bad, Sopranos. Like, those are my top. Bad. You've never seen Breaking Bad? That's insane.
I've seen some episodes. Dude, I barely watch TV. I literally listed the only like 5 shows I've watched the whole thing. The
way you're stressing the Christian, he needs to watch fucking.
Yeah, but Black
Mirror's like, you need to watch Breaking Bad.
No, I know.
I don't care how long it takes you to watch.
I've seen the first couple episodes, but that's the thing. I never fucking I started it like a while ago when I didn't have a girlfriend. I put on I watched the first 3 episodes, and then I fucking don't know when the next. I probably didn't watch TV for fucking a minute after that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like me watching TV yesterday or 2 days ago for 2 hours. Last time I watched TV was I fell asleep watching Netflix on the fucking airplane home, but when I went to Utah.
Yeah, pretty much the same thing. It's again, I'm only watching it at dinner time.
Yeah,
besides that, maybe if I'm home by myself because Sam's at her mom's house for the weekend. Even then, I'll try to watch something and maybe an hour in, I'm just.
Dude, it's if it's
I'm sleeping. I'm
if you're, I would say it's equivalent to
sawing logs kills me every time.
Watching cartoons, because you just don't need to watch anything prior. It doesn't matter. There's not gonna be a cliffhanger at the end. You just random one. That's the only time I've watched Black Mirror. I've literally just random one. Went through it. Oh, this one looks cool. Let's check it out. You know what I mean? You don't. It's just because you don't need to dedicate to it. Is why I'm saying that. It's good. It's oh, you have an hour and a half with nothing to do. Okay, I can put on a fucking episode of Black Mirror. It's an hour long. I can fucking process and be what the fuck at the end, and then
Yeah. I don't know. I'm probably not gonna watch it.
So
just TV doesn't do.
Yeah, no, exactly. I'd rather do something that's feels more productive. Not that I play video games that much, but when I was younger, it's video games it's more productive because there's stuff you need to achieve in the game. Not that it's productive for you, but it's if you're focusing on the game, it's I want to be productive in the game. Yeah, I want to be productive in the game.
But even that point in time, I don't even play video games that much anymore, just because I don't know.
They don't hold my attention.
Yeah, not enough time.
Fucking and just too much to do in the world right now. Just fucking taking care of a house is fucking ass.
Oh yeah, we're adults.
Absolute
exactly. You gotta wait when I think video games would probably be a thing. Like if I had like a kid or something, and then it's like, all right, you need to play these because fucking. Let me show you what I used to do when I was your age.
I'm gonna show you Dragon Ball Z Budokai.
I'm gonna show you Grand Theft Auto 3. I'm gonna show you what we do when we pick those ladies up on the street. Go to the corner, the car rocks, they make some noise, and then she gets out and you kill her and take her money.
Educational purposes only.
Exactly. Dude, that's what I was doing 3rd grade since at least, like...
just picking up girls and just watching the car shake.
Yeah. Dude,
let your imagination go wild.
The PSP fucking wasn't around with the internet connection yet.
No, you need to see those waffle cone titties on the fucking prostitutes in San Andreas.
The Dunes cap.
Fucking dunce. You got a fucking couple dunce caps in that bra, sweetie, or are you just happy to see me?
Oh my god.
It's like, I'll break you off a couple shekels. What do you say? We go fucking sit next to each other while this car shakes.
I think that
as a kid, those fucking cones did something to you.
Exactly.
It was just
dude. Even Titanic.
I would go into
sketching her.
Go into the strip club. Go into the strip club in Vice City. Pull out your camera. Just fucking zoom in.
Like nice.
Zoom in on the ass. Just like nice.
Like the loading screen's coming up and it's that fucking the chick on the Vice City and it's like nice.
Oh.
So I think the best way that when we end this episode is that since we didn't do a meat break, we end it with the meat.
Alright.
Because we never announced the meat break.
Alright.
It was kind of low.
Oh, is that?
Yeah, it was low key.
Is that a meat cast?
I think so. Dude.
That was
Pretty close.
We've been recording like an hour and some change. We got some
fucking Korean barbecue pork jerky from fucking Costco.
Y'all have actually went to Korean barbecue before?
No.
I might have.
When that place opens up next to Buffalo Wild Wings, I'm telling you, I'm gonna fuck.
No, I had been to a Korean barbecue before. I don't remember where it was though.
Oh, dude, it's fucking banging. I love it. I fucking love it.
Fire.
There's one around here somewhere, right?
Korean barbecue? I don't think so, no.
Maybe one like Freehold.
That's fucking good.
Nice.
Alright, well, fucking 11 episodes, double hockey sticks.
Yeah,
we're in our double digits era.
Oh. We're going for the on to 20. That's what we're going for, you know.
We're looking forward to 20.
Trying to change that first number.
Yeah, we're fucking looking to fucking maybe do like some sort of like Hot Ones episode or something going forward where we fucking eating spicy wings and try to do a whole cast, you know, continue conversation throughout. We'll see. We're trying to come up with ideas for you guys. Get the fucking views up above fucking 30.
Yeah.
Cause,
leave some comments. Like them. We just made a Facebook page like that.
Yeah, like the Facebook page. Fucking share it, man. If you think the shit's interesting, think it's funny, fucking post it to your Facebook, post it to your Twitter. You know, that'll fucking help us out a lot. But regardless of how many people are watching it, we're having fucking fun doing it. So thank you guys.
And with that, I leave you, Anji.
Oh, Anji. We don't got a fart for you this week.